Number 14. Mushishi Zoku Shou. The Mushi-shi franchise is something of an enigma. Originally a 10-volume manga series by Yuki Urushibara, which ran from 1999 through 2008, Mushi-shi is an episodic series telling the stories of various encounters between humans and Mushi, which are the microorganisms closest to the root of all life on planet Earth and which tend to have adverse effects on the humans who run into them. Ginko is a traveling Mushi-shi, someone who can see and deal with the Mushi and who tries to solve the problems of human and Mushi encounters while minimizing harm to either party or to the environment. Mushi-shi was first adapted into a 26-episode anime series that ran from 2005 into 2006 and was a massive critical success. Even though the individual stories and overarching themes of the series aren't particularly uncommon to paranormal detective stories, what makes Mushi-shi unique is its sense of tone and atmosphere, which can't really be compared to anything else. Most of the episodes are paced methodically with sparse dialogue and music and tons of contemplative moments. The soundtrack is somewhere between folksy, eerie, and peaceful, while the background art is possibly the most lusciously detailed in all of anime. I really can't overstate how important the artwork is to the impact of this series, to a greater extent than it is in any other anime that I've ever seen. I could probably watch Mushi-shi with just the artwork and music with all of the dialogue cut out, and certain episodes would still be engrossing. Individually, I don't find a lot of the stories in Mushi-shi all that memorable, which is why I'm probably rating the series a bit lower than many other fans would. But I will say that the show is reliable in how it can convey these somber feelings of transience, nostalgia, and the overwhelming force of nature. The series occupies this sort of space between Japanese folktales and cosmic horror, wherein humans tend to stumble unwittingly across a supernatural force which changes their life forever by pure chance. As mentioned before, the Mushi-shi anime first concluded in 2006 and was followed shortly by a live-action film adaptation directed by Katsuhiro Otomo of Akira fame. I don't know if anything else happened with the series over the course of the next 8 years, but in 2014, seemingly out of nowhere, Mushi-shi suddenly resurfaced with a new 40-minute special in January, with all of the same staff members returning to work on it as if it had never even gone away. This was followed by two 10-episode seasons in the spring and fall under the name Mushishi Zoku Shou, or The Next Passage, as well as an OVA released in the summer. As far as I could tell, the new series was pretty much the same as it had ever been, although I don't know that any of the new episodes were as good as the best episodes from the original. I've seen fans taking both sides, claiming either that the series is as strong as it's ever been, or that the newer episodes are weaker, and frankly, I don't think I could fairly take either side without watching the entire series all at once, considering the possibility that nostalgia or misremembering might cloud my judgment. Whatever the case may be, I'm fascinated by how the series has remained so episodic that you could pretty much watch the episodes in any order you want and never be confused about what's going on. Having said that, I've always found Mushi-shi to be such a mood-centric series that I'm almost never in the right mindset to watch it. While the new episodes were airing, I had a difficult time keeping up with the series because I couldn't put myself into the frame of mind to watch something slow and atmospheric every week. To me, Mushi-shi isn't the kind of show that's meant to be marathoned or watched weekly, but the kind that I stash away like a fine wine, waiting for that special moment when I'm in the mood and I want to bask in that atmosphere. Full disclosure, I've never actually finished the first season of Mushi-shi, nor have I finished the second half of Mushishi Zoku Shou, and I kind of like it that way. It means that even now I can put on a new episode of Mushi-shi that I've never seen before when I'm in just the right mood for it, and I don't have to worry about whether or not I can remember what's going on in the story. If you enjoyed the first Mushi-shi at some point in the last 8 years, then it goes without saying that you should check out the second one. And if you've never seen any of the series, then I recommend starting with season 1, if only because the first episode is among the most memorable opening episodes of anime that I've ever seen. You can stream the first season legally through Funimation or Hulu, and the second season and its OVAs are all on Crunchyroll. Let me know what you thought of Mushishi Zoku Shou in the comments below, and in case you missed them, be sure and check out my videos on number 16, Shingeki no Bahamut Genesis and Fascinating Days, and number 15, Oki Ichinensei to Chisana ni Nensei, and stick around on my channel to find out what my 13th favorite anime of the year will be tomorrow.